Hey, this is Trip Hartman, and this is my second critique for EDET 780. This study, it focused on assessing the effectiveness of a 3D instructional game on improving mathematics achievement and motivation of middle school students. Hyperlink for the articles below. Lit review. There were several studies on the positive impacts upon mathematical achievement and motivation through the use of technology that utilizes games. The author also provided literature that utilized games, which kind of suggests that there was no positive effect on improving student learners' achievements or motivation. Research in the area of presenting abstract concepts visually via computer design and the associated increase in learning. The computer-generated virtual representations that can help learners generate mental models of the mathematical concepts. Gives them a picture of what's going on in their head, basically. Theoretical framework for this study was incidental learning, which is establishing meaning by performing activities that are not obvious as educational endeavors. And also motivational theory from Franklin, which consists of arousal, direction, and persistence as a secondary theoretical framework. The research problem in this study was the study focused on specifically the effectiveness of increasing knowledge acquisition in algebra and maintaining student motivation. There are two questions of interest. One, did Dimension M improve students' 8th graders' algebra achievement scores? And also, did Dimension M increase 8th graders' motivations in learning mathematics? Introduction. This is an experimental study consisting of 437 8th grade public school algebra students from a large southeastern school district. The control group consisted of 245 students. The experimental group consisted of 192 students. And the study was conducted over a period of 18 weeks. Dependent variables are mathematical achievement score and student learning motivation. Independent variables are group membership, either in the control group or in the experimental group. A 25-question test was used to measure mathematics achievement. This test has been correlated to state standards. A motivation survey, attention, relevance, confidence, and satisfactions, the ARCS, was used to measure motivation. It was validated by experts, had a reliability of Cronbach's alpha index of 0.80. The treatment. Both groups utilized regular classroom instruction, with the experimental group also using the Dimension M instructional 3D game, which is the only difference between the groups. The research protocol was approved by the author's institution. 2 statistical tests were conducted, descriptive statistics and a multivariate analysis of the variance, or MANOVA. Results after the treatment. There's a table that shows the beginning benchmark scores for the control and treatment group, and then the post-benchmark score for control and treatment group, and also the motivation pre-test and post-test for the control and treatment group. The results. The control group started the study with higher scores in both achievement and motivation. After the treatment, the experimental group scores increased in both achievement and motivation, while the control group increased only in achievement, and there was a decrease in motivation. A 2x2 factorial analysis of the variance gives an F of 6.77, which revealed a statistically significant difference in the gain scores. Results of a univariate between subjects effects indicate group differences are statistically significant in the benchmark score, an F of 10.07. Limitations. Lack of a true randomization resulted in pretest scores that were not the same for the groups and will delimit the results only to those students with like demographics and similar educational settings. Dimension M, unknown effects on gender, sex, and different ethnic groups. So where do we go from here? Well, we conduct a study in a different geographical region, use different technology, maybe the Kindle, iPad, laptop, etc., or conduct studies in different mathematical content areas. As you can see, there are several sources, works that were cited for my critique. Most of them came from within the study itself, but you can read them. There are numerous of them. They're pretty insightful.